Out of facto, pterodactyl when I'm micro and macro my mind. Why would I try to hide the fact that I'm
Alright guys, Ian and Derek from Central Coast Disc Golf, back with for West Coast Disc Golf Championships. That's Jeff Spoor right there, owner of West Coast Disc Golf, and TD Derek.
Yeah, that's right. You'll see him out of Huntington Beach here at La Mirada. He's running both courses basically.
Yeah, dude can ball too.
Yeah, he's solid.
Yeah, but so after round one, Philo 15 down there.
Super hot round, yeah.
Wow, we got Nate, Paul, Max Nichols, and Brandon.
Yep, that's right.
Cool, and we're on hole 180. It drops off pretty quick past the pin, but it's a must birdie, Derek.
It is. It's the hole that when guys are warming up, you'll see a few people hit a ace here and there.
Yeah, sure. Pretty solid layup from Philo. He's all met.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what you should expect. Everybody should birdie this hole.
Yeah.
It's one of those that it should be textbook.
Yeah.
Textbook layup and putt.
Exactly. That's a Battle of the Eras star, Nate Sexton, right there.
Nate Sexton, what a great guy. I loved filming him, loved
Yeah.
talking to him. Really good dude.
Yeah, huge fan. And also a huge fan of this guy, Paul McBeth. Throwing a P2, Derek. Yep.
Looks like it.
Yeah. And then it is P part.
Yeah, right. Hit right under the basket.
Mm-hmm. And we got a lefty on our card, which is always really fun to watch. See some new lines. Max Nichols out of SoCal. Really tears it up.
Yeah, he's great. He's probably one of the top lefty players.
Yeah, gotta say, him and Devin Owens. Derek Billings, when he decides to play, is actually pretty good too.
Yes.
Brandon Kirkendall. Oh.
So left of that gutter is OB, and unfortunately he did not get it over the inbound, so he's going to have to re-tee.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's a tough one. So they're throwing over OB the entire way. If it hyzers out, you're in some trouble.
Wow. So Philo has the longest putt for bird, but makes that no problem. Brandon's going to be for bogey D.
Yeah, Philo's putt, man, he's looking smooth today.
Mm-hmm. Oh, his putts are great. Effortless, and they really like laser beam to the basket.
Yeah. His form is perfect, too.
Yeah, gotta love it. Paul and Beth, bird. Max tapping in his birdie. And they'll let Nate putt eventually.
Yeah, Nate Polite just let everybody finish up.
Yeah. You see that Nate Sexton, Paul McBeth stamp on the Firebird? Or was it
It was Nova and
That's
a
right.
Thunderbird, and it was just beautiful.
Yeah, somebody did some ridiculous work on that one. I love that disc. Up next, guys, is hole 2, 350 feet. Got that Mando tree, Derek. Gotta go left of that.
Left of that, and you gotta be careful. You see that grading there to the left. It'll suck your disc down, and it'll be gone if you're not careful.
Oh, damn. That's not fun. Philo. Wow, Derek.
Yeah, he's taking the right line, and he actually took it a little long. It didn't come back like he was hoping, but that's the line everyone's looking to hit.
Gotcha. Nate Sexton on the box. Hanging out a little early.
Yeah, came out early, and he's going to have to lay up from there.
Easy par, though.
Yep, it should be easy.
Not in the lake or anything.
No.
Third. So it looks like a rock 3.
Yeah, you can get their rock 3 T-birds. You might find guys throwing a PD or something, but I like the T-bird for this shot.
Paul liked whatever he threw, because that was Park D.
Yes.
Max Nichols taking our lefty line. Little Annie flex. Oh.
The line's there, but man, it's a narrow tunnel.
Wow, I did not realize how low that ceiling was.
Yeah.
Brandon? Flirting with that Mandy tree,
man.
Kick safe at least.
It did.
Max's second shot just laying up for a par. Comes a little short, but no worries there. Brandon, a little hyzer up. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh man.
No way, dude.
Yeah, that's a really tough break.
Oh, ouch. Sexton for 2. Pretty long putty.
Yeah. You can give it a run, but that's a tough run. You're pretty far.
Yeah, he's got that hill behind him. I guess he can run it, huh?
Yeah.
Brandon.
Man, look at that rollout. Brandon's got a rough start to this round.
Yeah, seriously, huh? So Philo went long, has that comeback for birdie, and another nice putt, Derek.
Center chain, man, just drains it.
Wow. Max squeaks in that par.
Squeaks it in, yeah. Yeah. Paul's coming up somewhere?
Yeah, they'll let him do his thing eventually. Tapping in the birdie. Starting out hot. Him and Philo both 2 down on the round, D.
Yeah, those guys are leading the way.
Mm-hmm. We're on a hole 300 feet. Is it a blind basket, D, or can you see it?
Yeah, you're blind and you have a branch in your way, and there's the basket on a bit of a downhill slope, so you do have to be careful where you're landing the disc.
Wow. Oh, it'll be right behind it.
Right behind it. So these guys are going to play probably an ante, maybe a forehand, see from Nate, but most of these guys are throwing a backhand ante with a P2 or some other equivalent.
Gotcha. It looked like the Philo was thrown as a DX rock. And Paul, what's he throwing there, D?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but he floats it right in there. It fades out a little more than he wanted, but you saw the spectator there. He stayed safe.
Wow. Nate Sexton.
That's a favorable roll.
Yeah, it is. Going towards the basket. Max Nichols, probably going to take a similar line to Nate, just throwing a little differently.
Yeah, he probably has the most favorable natural approach on the left-hand forehand of this basket.
Yeah.
He left it short, though, but...
Backhand, but yeah.
He'll be all right.
Brandon?
Yeah.
That was a nice try for Brandon.
Yeah, he's got a good look at it.
So this is kind of a scary putt, Tootie.
Yeah, it is. If you don't hit the basket, you're probably going OB.
Wow. Paul actually in probably the best spot for putting anyway.
Yeah, uphill with protection behind him.
And that went in.
Yeah, center chains, that's all you need as far as that's concerned.
Yeah. So Nate came up a little short on this drive. Oh, a little short on his putt too, Derek. Oh, Brandon.
Yeah.
Sit. Ooh.
Brandon was fast. You know, he was actually hard to film.
He's a Ricky Wysocki type player.
Yeah, he just comes up and makes his throw.
Yeah, I kind of like that though.
Yep.
Not always when I'm filming, but you know, I like it. We're on hole 4 when I'm playing anyway. Hole 4, 320, and the basket's in these trees.
It is. You're gonna have to throw some sort of mid-range that has it can't get too high because the ceiling will clip your disc, and then you need to finish right by that grouping, and then go for a putt.
Oh, wow.
Paul takes a huge kick to the right, which was damn near an ace run.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? I think that was his champ T-Bird. And Philo, also throwing a hyzer flip. A little high though, Derek.
Yeah, a little high, and if you're catching one of those early trees, there's just no way you're going to get the 2. You're going to have to just take an upshot.
Yeah, super low ceiling. Nate Sexton throwing the forehand, which I really kind of like for this hole. And he gets down there, Derek.
Yeah, he's got a look.
Max Nichols should be able to do some work right here.
This hole just looks so much easier when you're watching these guys throw it in a video. When you step up, it's like the low ceiling and the narrow fairway. It's intimidating.
Oh, absolutely. Brandon throwing a hyzer flip. I didn't flip quite as much as he wanted, but he got pretty much pin high, Derek.
Yeah, he did.
Crew walking on the fairway. Max for a birdie.
Attack it with a little ante.
Yeah. Kind of got the trees to make it not go too far. Well, I guess he didn't want that to happen though.
Yeah.
Philo, came up a little short there. And Paul has a kind of difficult putt, Derek.
He does. He's got a good look though. It's just got that tree framing the left side.
Kind of favors his hyzer putt.
Oh. Yeah, man.
Almost.
That kicked out. It went 270 around the basket.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, Brandon misses his putt for a 2. And Nate looking to get a stroke on the card, I believe. Does it right there,
knocks it down.
Yeah, nice work from Nate. Max making his par along with Brandon, Paul, and Philo. No shaving a par on that one, but it's a good one to get.
Yeah, you know he wanted the birdie. I mean, all these guys, that's what they're all shooting for. They want it.
Yeah, they want it pretty much every hole, especially on that one. On hole 5, 350, this one's uphill, and it's kind of... What's the deal with this one, D? They move it?
Yeah, it's tucked to the left behind some palm trees. Yes, and it's the uphill shot, so you're taking some fairway driver and hanging it out there. I don't know what line Nate's going to take. There's a lefty line, and then there's that dead center line. But oh, yeah, see, he's taking the center line. Most people are going to go to the right of that tree and just hyzer it in.
Wow, he got it up there. A little right than he wanted, but not bad.
Yeah, I think with the uphill throws, they're going to make your disc hyzer out a little more if you're not planning for it.
No, totally true. It looks like Paul McBeth's playing the skip shot with his Champ Firebird. And that got pretty close.
Yep, that's the look.
Philo throwing a Star Destroyer, I believe.
Just squeaked under that tree.
Sure did, didn't it?
Yeah.
It looked pretty parked, actually. And our lefty doing some things here, Derek.
He's doing some things that I was surprised. It was tough. It was fun following him.
Yeah.
Not seeing these lines on your average round.
I was going to say, I've never seen that line before. That was cool. Got him up there for a putt. And Brandon taking the hyzer line. Hung it out a little wide, but got up the hill.
Yeah, it was a good skip.
Mm-hmm. And here's just look at it, too. Bang,
yeah,
bang.
nice, Brandon.
Yeah, nice work, man. Nate Sexton.
I was trying to figure out if there's a correlation to how often he'll make the putt based on how many times he flips it.
Uh-huh.
I actually studied that for too long and found out there's no relationship.
Did you have like a Excel spreadsheet going and stuff?
No, but I was taking notes.
That's awesome. Nice birdie putt from Max Nichols. And Paul looking to match that. Yeah, you know that's going in.
Yeah.
And Philo, that's a pretty good drive, Derek.
Yeah, he had a great skip. They did a great job getting the park maintained and ready for this tournament.
Oh yeah, it looks beautiful.
Yeah, Jeff Spoor does great things here and Huntington Beach. It's really, really lucky to have him out around.
Yeah, I need to get out there and play the new course out at Huntington after they change things around.
Yeah, they took out the only hole I've hit an ace on in my career.
Really?
So, yeah.
They took away you don't have an ace anymore, dude.
I
that
guess
sucks,
not.
man.
Doesn't count.
That's a tough break. Really feel for you, bud. We're on to hole 6, 295. This is another blind basket, Eric.
Yeah, you can't quite see the basket from the box, but there it is. You have OB behind it, and you need to just, it's a right-hand, backhand hyzer line. It's
Gotcha.
not too complicated, but you need to manage the landing so you don't go OB.
Gotcha. Paul McBeth, you stay in?
He did.
Wow.
Safe.
Nice shot. Looked like that was his Firebird, Philo Brathwaite.
Oh, nice kick.
That was a nice skip and kick.
That was looking like danger for a little bit.
Yeah. Max Nichols. Let's see what he's got lined up here. A little anti-flex or something?
It must be. If you go back and look at the shot from the tee box, there's not a great look at this. And he caught a tree. Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, he did. Brandon taking the backhand hyzer flip.
Can I just say how beefy Brandon's throws are? I feel like he's not even really throwing it, and they just launch.
He crashes, man, for sure.
Brandon, you're a beast.
Nate Sexton. Ripping out the forehand. Looks like that'll play.
Well, that's a tough landing to get right where you need it to be.
Yeah, that slope down towards the OB.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be Max's second shot after a somewhat early tree.
Looks like a good approach, but yeah, he just went too long and skipped just out. You can kind of see he's barely on the path back there.
Yeah, so easy to do on this hole.
Mm-hmm.
This is a scary putt for Nate.
Oh man, he had it. He's been like inches low on a couple putts now.
Right?
Yeah.
Ah, nice putt from Brandon. It could have gone OB, but it went in the basket instead.
Yeah, well, there's Paul. He's less than 10 feet from the OB line.
Uh-huh. And makes that comebacker, which was longer than it looked like.
Yeah.
And Max, after an OB stroke on his upshot, makes that for a bogey. And,
Philo's parked, man.
What? That was his drive?
Yeah. So if you watch here, there's the asphalt walkway and a little concrete curb.
Uh-huh.
And Paul questioned where Max took his 3 meter or his 3 feet from, and so he just had him redo it real quick.
Oh, gotcha. Make sure it's all good.
Yeah, make sure you know your rules, kids.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Up next is hole 7, 380. Tell us about the hole, Derek.
This hole, you're gonna either take a straight shot down that sidewalk, or you're gonna play a big right-hand backhand Annie into the sky. And right behind those palm trees is where the basket sits. So this is the look if you're just if you fall short and you're out in the fairway. These guys are trying to just wrap it way out and around those pine trees right there.
Gotcha.
Like Paul McBeth's going to do right now.
Wow. I believe that was a T-bird. Yeah.
So you can kind of see it finish back there. He actually went long.
Wow. Paul McBeth problems.
Yeah.
Philo, he's taking that down the sidewalk line you're talking about.
Yeah, and there's that post. It'll get your disc. You gotta be careful, but he gets a great skip.
Yeah, he did. And the sidewalk is OB, correct?
I don't believe so. There's a Mandy. It might be OB. I'd have to check.
Okay. Brandon's Annie was a little left and cut rolled at the end, but should be a somewhat easy up and down at least. And Nate Sexton, balk.
Yeah, I like that. You know, if you're not comfortable with your shot, just step back a second and take it again.
Yeah. When it comes to playing smart golf, they don't come smarter than Nate Sexton, man.
Yeah. That's just a great throw.
That was beautiful.
See, he still came up, quite a bit short, though, to give you an idea.
Yeah. It was a good hole for Max.
It is, but his disc just, it flipped up and hung out straighter than he wanted.
Yeah. It's a big corner to make.
It is.
So Brandon finished way left of the basket and had a pretty decent upshot. Max's second shot, just laying up there.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. You want to run it, but you also don't want to leave yourself with too much work after you come back.
No, absolutely. Sexton for a birdie.
Jump.
Yeah.
Oh,
just
short. By.
Yep.
So Paul, I want to say Paul's about 35, 40 feet here.
Wow.
Dang, man.
Dude, nobody birdies that hole.
Yeah, that was just a great hole for him.
I guess
definitely one of those that you aren't going to see tons of birdie on.
No. Oh, Philo, that was within his make range.
Yeah, that was Philo range.
Yeah, it was. I expected that one to go in. At least it makes the comebacker for a par. He's not stuck with that one, though.
No, because he knows. Should have been a 2.
Yep. Sexton and Nichols tapping in some pars. That was a nice up from Max.
Yeah, it was a little more challenging than it looked like for Brandon, actually, to get up and down.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty far away.
Yeah.
Up next, hole 8, 335. What are we looking at, D?
Basket's just over the hill, just barely out of sight. Right hand, backhand, just a nice. I like to throw an M3 or a rock, MD3 or a rock, and you need to get it far enough to give yourself a good putt. But you go too far, you're gonna have problems with the downhill. Too short, you're gonna have problems with the downhill on your putt.
Yeah, exactly.
So
that's gonna be a scary looking putt for Paul.
Yeah, good placement. It's important.
Yeah, fortunately he knows he's gonna make it, so
yeah,
that makes it a little less scary. If I look at a tree, still we'll have a look. And Brandon coming up a little short. Is that gonna work?
Looks like it might skip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he's inside the circle there.
Mm-hmm. But again, a scary putt. And Nate Sexton ripping out a little backhand. Ooh.
There you go. That's gonna be safe, but any like 5 more feet of power and you'd be in real trouble.
Oh, absolutely. That was gone if it had a little more on it. Max Nichols taking an outside backhand lefty line. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I had not seen that. I just see him lining up. It's like, where's he going?
Yeah, right? So Philo for birdie, and this is probably going to be a 2 or a 4. Oh.
Whew.
Did it sit?
It sat, yeah.
Oh, that's lucky. Max Nichols for his 2. Oh.
Yeah, that's scary, man.
Yeah, it is. Oh.
What?
Oh. Brandon hit pro side and everything.
Yep.
That sucks. Paul to get a stroke on the card right there, I want to say.
Yep.
Unless Nate makes this one.
Throw.
So Nate went a little long on his drive. His comebacker for a 2.
There you go.
There you go. Paul not getting a stroke on the card.
No.
Not so much. Nate says not so much. Philo for par. Not happy. Philo's like a disc golf perfectionist, man.
He really is. Yeah, he's always striving for perfection. I mean, everyone's passionate, but he wears it on his sleeve, you know?
Definitely. Max makes his par. Some nice birdies from Nate and Paul. And that's going to bring us to hole 9, 325. What do we got, D?
Pretty much one of the biggest downhill shots. You can see the basket right there.
Mm-hmm.
Most people are going to take a forehand and hang it out to the left of that main tree and drop it right in here by that gutter you see on the right so it finishes. This is Nate's first time throwing his signature Firebird in a tournament.
No way.
Yeah.
Awesome. Caught on film. Paul McBeth also throwing a Firebird. And getting pretty close.
Yep, he'll be in the circle. If you go into that sidewalk again, it's going to be OB, so choose your shot wisely.
Mm-hmm. Nate also throwing a forehand.
See if Nate can make good on his proficiency at the touch forehand shots versus Paul McBeth.
Yeah, right? So Philo's taking this big backhand hyzer line.
Yeah, it's there. You got to really manage that landing because it comes in hot and could get a big skip, but he parks it.
Yeah, he did. Brandon taking the lower hyzer line.
Those skip. Are both there. Yeah, you're playing for the skip on that shot.
Mm-hmm. Hung it out a little wide, but should have a putt. And Max Nichols, the lefty backhand hyzer line.
Yeah, every once in a while you'll catch a local throwing a big anti-putter shot on that route, but it's a reserve for lefties.
Gotcha. Nice putt from Brandon, carding a deuce. And Max for his birdie. Oh, Max.
Yeah, he knew it, man.
Yeah. He makes those.
That's right.
Exactly. Paul for his 2. Bada bing, bada boom.
Someone's on fire.
Yeah, he's playing pretty well, Derek.
Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah, he's all right. Nate, after coming up a little short on his drive, makes that birdie putt. Philo went a little long. Has this comebacker for his 2.
See, he's 4 feet from the OB there.
Yeah, he's flirting with it. Woo.
Oh,
Woo.
Hey, Philo, easy.
This did not want to stay in there, but it did. Max carded the only par on that one. Some nice birdies. And that's all we got for part 1, D.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting. Paul's on fire.
That's 8 down after 9 holes.
8 down, 9 holes.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'd take him on my team.
Yeah.
Just, you know.
For real, man. Well, anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.